Hi, I'm Havilah Cunnington. Today's day 26 of our 40-day journey to purity. Today is a really big topic. It's the truth about porn, and we are going to hit a couple different ways to look at this industry and the destructive, the destructive pattern that this has created in our generation. First, I want you to realize that the average age of someone who's exposed to porn is 11 years old. So most of us that have seen porn, we're children. We're being exposed to something that we do not have control over, and we don't even know the repercussions of what we're seeing. We also are being indoctrinated, and part of that indoctrination is that it is okay as long as it's on a screen and they're just objects and people. They're adults. It doesn't matter. As long as I'm in a room and I can view it, it doesn't hurt anybody. And I just want to let you know that that is a lie. First, it's a lie that those are not people. Those are sons and daughters. They're mothers, fathers, brothers and sisters, and they're human beings. God created their sexuality. He created their bodies, and He created them to be private, and they created their sexual intimacy to be a private thing. And so they're being exploited because they're having their most private experience on a screen where anyone can view. Secondly, it is hurting you. Porn gives us a false sense of intimacy. It gives us an ability to meet a sexual need outside of relationship and outside of covenant. And when we do that, scientifically, we get addicted to what we have an orgasmic relationship with. And so when we have an orgasmic experience, whatever that is, our brain tells us to bond to that very thing. So porn is dangerous because it has that ability to give us a euphoric sexual experience without us ever having to commit or be in a relationship and have normal, healthy love needs met and sexual needs met. So it does hurt us. Now you could say, I'm not doing anything. I know it's out there. I've seen it. I don't think it's good, but every once in a while, I know it's around me, but I'm not hurting anything. And, I think one thing that the journal talks about that's really profound is it says the only thing necessary for evil to triumph is for good men to do nothing. In fact, good men who do nothing to stop evil are not good men at all. Good men do not stick their heads in the sand in ignorance or impotence. At the end of the day, we have to fight this part of our generation that says it's okay to show your most intimate sexual encounter, to act it out on screen, and anybody can watch it. And as long as nobody sees it, or as long as you didn't participate, it doesn't hurt. It's hurting our generation. It's degrading them. And the very thing that God created to bond a man and woman is happening, and really it's being destroyed, and it's hurting us. I think about in our own lives that we've got to protect ourselves. So what happens, what do we do if we are watching porn on a regular basis? I want you to ask yourself a few questions. I want you to ask yourself what you were experiencing before you viewed it. Were you hungry? Were you upset? Were you tired? Were you lonely? Were you meeting that need because it's the one thing you had the power to meet was your sexual appetite? I want you to stop and I want you to ask yourself that question. What can you do to ask the right questions to get you out of that? I want you to have self-awareness, to ask yourself, what do I need before you view porn? And find out what need you're not getting met. Secondly, you need to really ask the Lord's forgiveness for allowing yourself to meet a need in a way that was never meant to be met in that way. Ask Him to help you. Ask Him to purify your mind. Ask Him to give you an anointing to change, to not be attracted to that, and to turn away and say, I want to be a healthy and a whole person. Also, I want you to give yourself permission to seek out accountability, to give somebody permission to say, hey, I'm struggling in this area. Will you help me? Will you teach me how to walk this out in a pure way? Some of you, you're not even married yet, and I want to let you know that you have an opportunity to break this cycle in your home before you ever get into a marriage relationship. It's the biggest gift you can give to your spouse, is to have eyes for only them and to keep yourself for them. So that's my prayer for you today. That's my hope for you today. I just believe that if you get all the right information, that you're going to be more empowered to do the right thing. God bless you.